Sometimes, most of the times actually, in our practice, sometimes people don't really declare how much they're earning or how much they're spending, and well, for some cases, this would be taboo to talk about, especially with someone you're not familiar with. That's why if you look at the policy, if we do policy reviews of people who are also holders of insurance policies, they would come out to be underinsured, or for example, they would not be able to meet their needs if ever something happens to them. So among the people who are already insured, there is also a very significant number of people who are still underinsured. Yeah, some of them get it for mortgage purposes only. So if something happens to them, they would pay off their debt but not necessarily be able to pay off for their other necessities, especially in times that unprepared for circumstances. It's not a course, but it's a campaign, yeah, within our agency to reach out to as many Filipinos as possible.
How old is this Live Ready? Or
It was launched this year.
oh, okay.
Yeah, January. It was launched this year, and we have several campaigns actually with the company. So if you think about it, Live Ready is actually like the mother campaign, but we also campaign for people living healthier lives. We also campaign for people to plan for their retirement, and we also have a campaign for people to be able to prepare for their children's education in the future. So Live Ready is basically like the mother campaign of this of everything that we do. Yes, actually, because if you think about it, our workforce right now is composed primarily of millennials, people aged between 30 and 35 years old. Right? So these are the people who are moneyed right now. And then if you look at their finances, if you look at their savings, a good number of them actually don't prepare for the future. But if you ask them when do they plan to retire, they would tell you that they would like to retire at the age of 50, they would like to retire at the age of 55, which is very young compared to what our mindset of retirement is, which is on the 60s onwards. So I think the problem there is that a lot of these millennials don't know how to spend and save their money. So that is our campaign, to be able to reach out, most especially to them, so that we can help them prepare for the future. We have one of the
Maybe top 5 bottom in Asia, I guess.
Yes. Also, if you think about it, financial literacy is not also taught in our schools. And, I mean, for some people, especially those maybe who take up college economics or business courses in college, maybe they have that opportunity.
But only very basics.
Very basic.
Maybe just one chapter in a textbook.
Yes, very basic. And actually, if you think about the practicality and the importance of financial literacy, on that it affects anyone, especially anyone who is holding money right now, you will see that most of these people don't know how to spend, don't know how to invest, don't know how to save their money, or maybe they don't know in which financial instruments to put it in. So that's where we come in as a financial institution, is to be able to help people really prepare for their future.
You know that India and China have the highest savings rate.
I am not
more than 40 or 50% savings.
I'm not sure about that, but what I do know is that in most progressing countries, there's a range about 30 to 40% who are insured, and in first world countries, that would be about 70 to 80% who are insured. Yes, so if
already a must that Medicare and everything else.
Yes, yes, and they really get insurance. They really get comprehensive. They really sit down and talk with their financial advisors, and really put everything on the table so that their advisors can make for them a really comprehensive plan. So that's the difference between here and abroad. Yeah, actually, that's part of the financial plan. Yeah, that is part of
That's
the.
a very complicated.
That's a very complicated. People don't know the taxes that they're
Yes,
getting into if they don't prepare for something.
Murder.
We have this very sad mentality, in the Philippines, na if you die, it's going to be the problem of whoever's going to be left behind. But at the end of the day, it's not as easy as just burying a dead body. There are properties that will be subject to taxes,
Relate every month.
as well as, if you don't plan for these things, it can cause conflicts in the family. So these are some of the things that maybe a lot of people are afraid or to talk about, or maybe they're not familiar with the consequences if they don't plan ahead.
But not all financial planners are the state experts, di ba?
Yeah, not all financial planners are estate. We have a designation for that, registered estate planner. So not all of them are, but at least all financial planners or all financial advisors have a slight idea of estate planning. So
We
it's
only know more on the basics, but it's very hard to explain the details already.
yes, because we have different laws also and taxation tariffs for estate tax. So yeah, if you want to really have a very detailed and accurate estate plan, you should also really consider talking to someone who is an estate planner.